Okay, perfect. So let's start with your name, your business name, and what you do.
My name is Rebecca Yanesi, and my business name is SageFX Foundation and Construction. And what was the other question?
Oh, and what you do.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we're a foundation repair company.
Oh, gotcha. Do you do anything else or just foundation repairs?
Foundation repair.
Got it. Okay. So what was the main reason why you started this business?
Well, I wanted to just show my kids that, I could be a business woman and be independent in that sense. Just I could be a mom and own a business and yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that. I mean, that's the reason why I'm also in business, and there's a cleaning company that I actually talked to like a week ago, and she said her whole intention was to have some flexibility because she was a stay-at-home mom, but then it kind of grew into like a bigger business than what she originally anticipated. I thought that was so inspiring. So kudos to you. I freaking love it. I freaking love that you started it to yeah, to break stereotypes, I love that.
Yeah, especially in foundation, being a woman business owner in foundation, it's like,
Oh, yeah.
not my world. I mean, this is my like side thing. I'm a medical coder by trade, so
What
not.
do you do for that? I'm curious, what's a medical coder? I'm thinking.
I work for the University of Southern California. I work from home. So,
Mm.
when you go to the doctor and the doctor gives you a diagnosis or you have symptoms or something, that gets sent, like your notes get sent to a coder, and then I attach ICD-10 or procedure codes to that, and then it gets sent off to the insurance. Then it's used for statistics as well, but insurance uses those codes to pay out claims.
Oh, how interesting. That's really cool. I'm actually from Cali. I
Oh,
went
are
to
you?
school at UCLA. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, not too far from USC then, right? There, his,
No, it's
is
not.
it, uh, what is it called?
They're like
Uh,
rival schools.
yeah.
Like rival schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved here because my husband is based in Lackland. He's in the Air
Okay.
Force. So I got married and then we moved here in Texas. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
a huge
First one.
shift.
Yeah. That's
So
okay.
that,
We were stationed in Mississippi, so this is an upgrade.
oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I still get the California benefits, so it's kind of nice.
Wow. I love that. Love
Yeah.
that. Okay. So when you were starting this business, what are some challenging things you had to overcome? And how were you able to overcome those?
Well, I haven't been running it for very long, actually.
Oh, okay.
Um, this was my husband's company, and he passed away in February. And
Oh, I'm so sorry.
thank
Yeah.
you. So I
Yeah.
I have 5 children actually,
Got it.
and I decided to take it over just because I had offers for people to buy it, and I thought, why not? Why not? I should just do this. So there's definitely been a lot of challenges. Like I said, being a woman in this industry is like the biggest challenge, I think, because um as soon as somebody looks at me, I mean, I don't look like I run a
Mhm.
foundation business, and I don't look like I really know anything about foundation.
Mhm.
Um, so I think the biggest challenge is just that I'm a woman.
Mm, yeah. Okay. And have you seen that actually affecting your business, kind of like not letting those deals or
Um, Luckily, no, because I'm not, I have a salesperson who does the selling, but definitely when I'm doing like networking and all of that, I've ran into like where I bring a man with me, and the first person that people want to talk to are is the guy, because they assume between us that he's the business owner.
Right, right. Yeah.
So I've had a couple of instances where um, I'm like the second person they're talking to, or the focus is on the man, and then they kind of look over at me like, if you're listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I totally get that. I feel like I do feel that sometimes whenever I go in a network as well. We can't control what people say towards us, but I just try to just prove them wrong, you know?
Yeah, oh, for
That's all
sure.
we
Yeah,
can do.
I let them talk and all of that. I don't get it. When it first happened, I was like, "Wow, that's kind of offensive." But then, the more I thought about it, I was like, "Actually, it's kind of cool that they might, um, make that assumption and realize that it was a bad assumption."
Yeah, proving it wrong. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
100%. Okay, so this is more of your why. What's driving you to work, and what or who are your main motivators to run the business? Yeah.
I think my children, making sure that we have a stable future.
Yeah.
Um, my biggest motivator is just making sure that my kids have the life that I want to give them,
Mhm.
and having the business can guarantee that if, I
Mm.
continue to keep it successful.
Yeah, 100%. I respect that. It's the same as my dad. He owns a construction business, and he said he wants to build a legacy, something
Mm,
that he can pass on to his children to make
yeah.
sure that they're going to be okay. So I can totally relate to that. That is a great motivator for sure. Yeah, 100%. So so for foundation repair, can you talk through some of the signs that someone will need a foundation repair? Not a lot of people are educated in that sense. So yeah, give us a little bit
Yeah,
more information.
sure. Like, doors that stick,
Mhm.
uh, cracks in the walls,
Right.
uneven floors. Sometimes you can see it externally. If it's really bad, you can see cracks in the brick on the outside of the house.
Oh man.
Um, but there's when there's a shift in the house, it's mainly like you can notice it in the doors and the walls. There will be cracks in the walls.
Okay. Got it. I think we have that problem, to be fair. Like we noticed it because when it rains, like I feel like there's always that puddle in the middle of the ground. I don't know if that's like foundation issues, but it's in our patio. I've been noticing that we don't have like
Gotcha. Yeah, sloping floors
yeah,
is
sloping. Okay.
that's one of the signs.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yes.
if someone leaves that untreated, what's the worst thing that could happen to foundation?
It continues to get worse, and then you've got really big issues like when your foundation starts to settle, there's all of this like there's all this plumbing under your house, and gas lines and all of that. And the foundation, when it starts shifting, it puts pressure on those things. So when you do finally
Uh,
fix it, you're gonna break a lot of stuff.
oh
So
man.
you're gonna have not just foundation repair, you're going to have plumbing that needs to be done, breaking breaking gas lines or pipes. Actually, we just finished a job where we had to replace every single pier under the house because it was so
Oh,
bad. It took about 2 weeks. Normally these jobs take, because people don't wait till it's that bad, but they did.
yeah.
Jobs normally take 2, 3, 4 days maybe. This job took 2 weeks, and
Oh,
every pier had to be replaced, and when we were lifting the house, the plumbing broke, the gas line broke, and then we couldn't actually get it to 0 because the beams under the house were put under so much they were just so heavy that we couldn't do it because it was gonna break the house. The house was gonna
oh my
it would just
gosh.
become dangerous to do something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened? How'd you guys like resolve that?
We just had to talk with the customer and let them know um, that we were not gonna be able to get it to 0, and they were okay with that. So we left one side of the house just under, like 5 inches under, which is pretty bad anyways, but they were 14 inches under. Their foundation was bad. So we got it up to as much as we could without breaking the house, without doing any more damage.
Okay. So what's the standard foundation? Like how many inches should it be? Just
You
for
don't want,
no.
I think, oh, I don't know exactly the number, but if it's under, I think 1 or 2, that's when you might start seeing signs.
Got it.
I
Okay.
can't, I can't remember, to be
Mhm.
honest.
No worries, no worries. I was just curious because
Yeah.
yeah, something to kind of see if like any house needs foundation repair or stuff like that.
Mhm.
Okay, so when you were starting off trying to get this business up and running, what are some things that you tried to market your business and kind of just get that business in?
We just did like the um, normal stuff. I think that everybody tries, like Angie's and Thumbtack, and a little bit of Facebook marketing. Uh,
Hmm.
so those kind of things.
Okay. How are you? How was your experience with Angie's or Thumbtack? I've
I'm
heard that
not
one.
a fan of Angie's.
No.
I feel like a lot of the leads that we get there are not almost never for us. They're always
Oh.
for, we're foundation repair, but it's always like somebody who wants a driveway built or a sidewalk built or a foundation poured. So we only do repair, right? We don't pour new foundations. So it's almost always something that we can't do. Thumbtack we've had a lot more success with.
Okay.
And then we are doing Google Ads now, which we've had some pretty good success with as well.
Okay. So for Thumbtack, I'm curious. Do they also is it like a bidding process where you're also fighting for the same lead, or it's completely different?
It's kind of like Angie's in that,
Yeah.
yeah, they get given several companies, and I guess whoever gets it first.
Yeah. First come, first serve, kind of. Got it. Yeah, I was curious about that. I've been hearing Thumbtack from other home service owners too that they use. Okay, and you said you're running Google Ads now, and you
Mhm.
guys are getting some success there.
Yeah.
Okay, have you tried like local service ads? I know that's popular for home service owners as well.
Not yet. No, I've been looking into doing like mail service, having
Mhm.
things sent out through the mail,
Okay.
things like that.
Okay, perfect. So you said that you have one person that helps you with sales. Do you have anyone else on your team? Think a common issue for these interviews that I've talked to some owners is hiring. Do you have any qualities that you're looking for when you're hiring someone to join your team?
I have an office manager
Okay.
who is amazing. He
Mhm.
does everything from marketing to like scheduling the point. I'm probably gonna have to get him an assistant soon because he does a lot. But yeah, he's amazing.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah, and I mean, just hiring people who are smart, people who know what they're doing, who can deliver what they say they can.
Hmm. Got it. So the office manager handles your invoicing, your marketing, all of that? Or
Yeah. hmm
wow.
I mean, it's
She's
kind of
a
a team effort,
multi-skilled.
right? Because like
Yeah.
this person also does the invoicing, so he does the initial that with the contract, and then it gets sent over to the office, and he does more of the collection part than the invoicing. The
Got it.
salesperson will do the invoicing.
Got it. Okay. So you have there's like three people in your team right now, the office manager, you and your
And then we have
salesperson.
our contract workers who do the foundation work. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Perfect. So who has been your competitor? And I know that the space has been a lot more competitive. How do you set yourself apart from your competitors?
Um, there's quite a few foundation companies in San Antonio. I think what sets us apart is that we have a really good warranty. It's a
Mm.
lifetime warranty that's
Oh,
transferable from
that's good.
homeowners. So that I think puts a lot of confidence in customers because we don't want to go back out on a warranty call. That's money lost when we have to do that. So making sure that we do the job right the first time is important.
Right. Okay. So have you had any instance where you had to go back for that warranty? Or
Yeah, there's been a couple, and sometimes when they call and they're worried about their foundation, we can go out there and assess it and say, actually, you don't need any work. This is maybe you need gutters installed because there's too much rain falling on the side of your house that's causing some issues.
oh,
Sometimes it's just the homeowners not really knowing how to care for their foundation after the fact. But we've had to fix one. since. But yeah, no, haven't really had any.
Got it. I didn't know, but that's actually smart. Yeah, if you have gutters installed, it's not gonna fall in the foundation, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah. What are some other things that we can care for our foundations? That's really
I
good.
think just making sure that the water collection is not something that's happening is the biggest thing, because you don't want the ground getting soft around your house. You don't want it getting soft too often, right? So every time it rains and you have like water collecting, that's something that you need to fix, because like I said, the ground gets soft. When it gets wet,
Mhm.
your foundation can shift. So you want the water to like, you want your gutters to um, send the water out like 6 feet away from the house.
Mhm. Wow. No. I mean, I'm just constantly learning too. We just recently bought a house and it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much maintenance
There is.
to figure out. Yeah.
And you're like, it's like thing after thing after thing.
Yeah, and it rains a lot here too. I feel like it's gonna rain again right now, actually, just looking at the window. So yeah, very interesting. So what has been like an advice that you received from someone in the past that has helped you kind of navigate your journey as a business?
Um, just to own it, to own my business, and to have confidence in what I'm doing, and like believing in my business.
I love that. Okay, and I think you mentioned you go to networking events and all that. Has it actually bore any fruit for you? Have you gotten any business from that?
I've gotten quite a few leads.
Okay.
Nothing has panned out completely yet, but just the fact that I'm getting leads from networking is kind of a big deal, because not every lead is a good lead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Really depends. Sometimes they're just price shopping as well. So yeah, it really
And
depends.
sometimes people don't really know what the issue is with their house, and they think foundation, and sometimes it's not the foundation.
Got it. Got it. Okay. This I'm not sure if this is gonna help you, but this is one thing that I like talked to someone else about, but they've built their network of property managers. Um, they said that that has helped with their business. Is this something that would help yours as well?
Oh yeah, property managers would be a big plus. Yeah, because
Mhm.
they might own quite a few properties, and foundation is always something that comes up.
Yeah, yeah. Is it more of an issue for new builds or more for like older builds?
It should not be an issue for new builds, but
Yeah, we have that issue. It's just I don't
but
understand. Which is why.
surprisingly, it can be and is an issue for new builds. But no, mostly it's for older homes. Yeah, because the amount of time that they've been sitting, and the amount of time that
Right.
they have not been cared for. Right, there's not gutters on a lot of old homes, and you don't think to
Mhm.
install those. So
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So one thing that I've told someone else is like on LinkedIn, there's actually quite a lot of property managers on there. You can message them, say, "Hey, like I'm actually local in San Antonio. Would you be up for a quick chat?" A lot of the times, I find that these property managers or real estate agents are actually very much inclined to meet more than anyone else. So that might help you. I think someone else is like, yeah, I might actually start doing that to kind of build your connections for property managers because then they have like keys. They have like 60 keys that they hold on to. So they might be able to help.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Well, I this has been very productive. So what's your goal in the next 6 to 12 months? Do you have
Yeah, my goal is just to build the business up
okay.
from where it's at. I'd like to get, of course, I'd like to get more leads, but I'd like to get a lot more jobs going.
Mhm. How many jobs are you currently have now? And then what's kind of your goal? Where do you want to get to?
Right now, we've done like 2 or 3 a month. I'd like to have like a job every week.
Got it. Job a week. So 2 to 3 jobs a week is kind of your goal.
No, like more like 1 or 2 jobs a week. Unless I grew the company and had another team of foundation repair, guys, then I could do something like that. But right now, the goal is just to get them enough work so that I can expand in that way.
Got it. Okay. So to land those 2 to 3 jobs, how many leads do you need to land that? Yeah.
I mean, it just depends, right? If the leads are good, then
Mm-hmm.
you really want to sell like 3 out of 4 leads that you get. You don't
Right.
you don't
Yeah.
want to you don't want to fall under like 50% because then that's wasted money and effort.
Mhm. Yeah, it's the warranty. The warranty will definitely convert the leads for
Yeah.
sure. Okay. And then just so like service price wise, how much is it on average for a foundation repair?
That's just going to vary for
Mhm.
every project. If it's like a minor repair, there it can be like, $5,000, $7,000, something like that. And then you've got like the big ones, like the one that we just did where we replaced like 47 piers, and that was like $40,000. It
Mm-hmm.
can vary. It just depends on how bad the foundation is and how much needs to be fixed.
Got it. Okay. And then usually is it the insurance that pays for that, or is it kind of more of an out-of-pocket expense for the homeowner?
This is an out-of-pocket expense, yeah,
Got
which
it.
is why it's so important to do the job right, because
Yeah.
I mean, people are spending a lot of money to repair foundation, and it's something that they don't take lightly.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Spending, over $10,000 to fix something is a big deal.
100%. Plus, it's like the foundation of the house.
Yeah,
I mean, if that goes wrong, everything in the house goes wrong.
yeah. In
Kind
the
of a
literal
big deal.
sense, it's the foundation of the house. Yeah, because everything relies on that for sure.
Yeah. It's
And
like
you can't make repairs. You can't renovate your house if your foundation is messy. You can't replace the flooring. You can't do any of that.
that's true. I guess it's the roof or the foundation that's the most important. Everything else can be messy, inside the house. That can be cleaned.
A hole in the wall is not going to affect the way your house functions.
I know. Yeah, I have a bunch of holes in my wall trying to set some frames up, but yeah, that's not gonna change anything. So
Yeah.
totally get it. Well, I want to say that I'm really inspired by you. Trying to take on a job that is not normally for women. I think it takes a lot of guts.
Yeah.
So it's you probably have gone through a lot of challenges, but it shows more about who you are. You're not a quitter. So I love that. I freaking respect that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Absolutely. So, yeah, you mentioned that you like had Angie's List and Thumbtack, and that's actually something common that I've like talked to with some of the homeowners as well. So, or home service owners that I've talked to. I thought that was very interesting because leads are kind of the meat of the business. So, yeah,
Mhm.
that's why it got me curious. So, I have actually helped home service owners as well generate more business online. So, I'm curious to know if there's actually other opportunities that you could leverage. Is that something that you would want to see or
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
talk about?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because really just want to be able to see and help in that sense as well. I know that you mentioned that you have someone running your Google ads. I was curious to know if there's like anything else that you can actually pull leads from. So that's something that I would want to look at for you if that's what you want as well.
Sure. I would love that. Yeah.
Okay,
Anything that can help the business grow and anything that I don't know about
got it.
is helpful.
Okay, yeah. So I can do my research, pick out like the competitors, see what they're doing, and then I can break it down for you, kind of like what they're doing, so that you can learn in that sense. Would that be
Sure.
helpful? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I love doing these learning sessions as well. Just being able to adapt to what's happening because this online space is just growing, constantly changing. So
Yep.
there's new things every time.
Hmm.
Okay, so I will need a couple days to kind of do that research for you. Do you have time on Friday at like 11 a.m.?
Let me see. Friday. Maybe more like 11:30. I gotta take my daughter to a doctor's appointment at 10.
Okay. Yeah, 11:30. I'll send you over that invite and
Okay.
then we can talk further. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So I truly, truly appreciate this. I will work on the interview. Give me like 2 to 3 weeks to craft it out. If you have pictures of your work, that would be very helpful so that we can actually post your brand and show a couple of your work. And then I will be sending that article for your review if you want to change anything or if there's something that we kind of put in there that you don't want to put on your news article, then just let me
Okay.
know. So
All right.
for sure.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. I
Yeah.
appreciate this
No.
opportunity.
Thank you, Rebecca. I'm rooting for you. I thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Have a
talk to you on
good day.
Friday.
All right.
Have a
Bye.
good one.